Breaking news in the Bronx. This is Bronx Fan Central.
News one, the rise of an ace, Cam Skilletler. What started as a simple rumor this afternoon could turn into one of the most impactful trades involving the New York Yankees in recent years. But before we dive into that market madness heating up behind the scenes, we need to look at the mound. This is Ryan Carter, and I'll tell you this, what happened last night wasn't just a win, it was a statement of absolute greatness. What we witnessed at Fenway Park wasn't luck, it was living proof that the DNA of a true ace has finally emerged from within our system. Think about it for a second, fan. You're on the biggest stage of the sport's greatest rivalry. The Boston Red Sox crowd, known for not holding back, was going after his family. With threats spreading across social media, the atmosphere felt like war. Any average pitcher, one of those who shakes under the weight of the pinstripes, would have collapsed in the first inning, right? Have you noticed how it's exactly in these insane pressure moments that the chosen ones rise? The most shocking part wasn't that he won. What should leave you stunned is that he went out there, silenced all of Boston, controlled the game with the composure of a 10-year veteran, and he wasn't even at his best. Do you realize what it means to dominate your greatest rival in history without having your full arsenal available? That's terrifying for opponents. Cam Skilletler delivered a masterclass performance, throwing 8 solid innings against the Red Sox and allowing just 2 runs. The 31-year-old right-hander faced a hostile environment at Fenway Park, his hometown, under intense personal pressure due to fan attacks against his family. Even so, efficiency defined his night. After the game, Skilletler told Yes Network that he wasn't feeling 100% physically, describing the outing as a grind and admitting the cold weather affected him. He generated 11 swings and misses, an impressive mark for someone who recorded only 5 strikeouts. This performance draws a direct comparison to Max Fried on opening day against the San Francisco Giants. Both lacked ideal velocity or command, but used tactical intelligence to extend their outings and secure the win. I'll be completely honest with you. I watch every game, and I've seen plenty of strong arms get wasted because they lack the mental side. What Skilletler showed is that he's not just a 98 to 100 mile per hour arm, he's a strategist. When he says he had to grind, he's telling you he learned how to read hitters, change speeds, and trust his defense when the fastball wasn't popping like usual. That's Cy Young level behavior, period. If he can do this at 80%, imagine him at full strength. While we celebrate this new pillar in the rotation, behind the scenes in the front office, a conversation about the offense is keeping people up at night, and the decision being made might not be the one you expect. News 2. The madness of Yordan Alvarez and the Stanton factor. Take a look at this. We all know exactly how this market works. Whenever a name like Yordan Alvarez shows up in possible trade rumors, the immediate instinct from part of the fan base and the media is, put him in pinstripes right now. And yeah, it's tempting. Watching that left-handed swing launching baseballs into orbit at Yankee Stadium feels like pure paradise. But here's the real question, and this is where we have to separate the fan from the front office mindset. Are we about to repeat the same mistake from 10 years ago? Are we going to keep stacking massive contracts on players who can only contribute as designated hitters? History has shown us something very clear. Unbalanced teams make headlines, but elite bullpens win championships. A trade scenario involving the New York Yankees and the Houston Astros for Alvarez has been floated, but New York's contract reality shuts the door on it. And the main reason is Giancarlo Stanton. Stanton is locked in through 2027 with a $25 million option for 2028 that would still cost $10 million if declined. Now consider this. Alvarez is 28 years old, 8 years younger than Stanton, and has an almost identical player profile, elite hitter, defensive limitations, and a history of injuries. Put them together, and you're looking at 2 extremely expensive designated hitters with no real flexibility in the lineup. Analyst Zachary D. Reimer pointed out that while Alvarez in the Bronx is a dream on paper, the Yankees' real need is a complete bullpen rebuild, which has been the team's Achilles heel in recent weeks. And honestly, let's talk about that. Between you and me, do we really need another $30 million per year slugger? Look at this roster structure. You already carry Stanton's contract. You already have the power of Aaron Judge. Adding Alvarez, as great as he is, would be like buying a Ferrari while your roof is collapsing. The house is the bullpen. That's where games are slipping away. I'd take Brian Cashman using that trade capital and payroll space to bring in 3 elite arms for the 7th, 8th, and 9th innings over adding another bat who hits home runs in an 8-7 loss. Passing on Alvarez, for once, feels like the move of a team trying to win a championship, not just sell jerseys. It's a bold decision, and in my view, the right one. The focus has to be balance. But now I want to hear from the Bronx crowd. Do you agree that the bullpen is priority number 1? Or do you think a chance to land Alvarez is something you can't pass up no matter what Stanton's situation is? What matters more, tactical balance or pure power in the lineup? Drop your take below, because I want to know who's thinking about a title and who's thinking about the show. See you next game.